All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HCMC, Healthier Choices Management Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And all I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watched this video. Helps out the YouTube channel, and it lets me know you found value and that this was helpful and informative. Now, stay tuned till the end of this video because I do have a ticker symbol to share with you guys you won't want to miss. It's a under $10 stock and it's a EV sector stock. So you definitely want to stay tuned for all that they're doing. And honestly, there's one of their cars that I'm kind of interested in driving just for fun and probably even owning if I end up liking it. So stay tuned for all that information towards the end of this video. So HCMC. We saw this run obviously starting in January all the way leading into February, and it ran all the way towards the middle of February, hitting all the way up here at 0.065. Now the question is, could it reach that again? Now, one thing I am noticing is right before that run of the very bullish run to hit 0.0065, it was kind of hanging out where it's at right now, which was 0.015, 0.014, and you can kind of see it kind of sideways. The good news that I'm seeing in this chart overall is that it's holding itself up slightly above way down here, okay? And it held itself up kind of up at this point, and if you think about it, that's kind of some strength here where it's at. Now, everybody's question is, could it get back up here? Could it actually pass 0.0065 and 0.0085 or reach a full cent, right? A penny. That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody's asking themselves. But when you think about it, from coming way down here to where it's at now, you know, that's a big jump. And the jump that it had was tremendous. So right now things are a little bit more cooled off. You know, earnings just came out and it doesn't really show us here. I guess you got to do more research and find it in the articles. And that's another thing that has kind of made it stagnant. But when I look at the bigger picture, even though that was a big run and a big pullback, it's holding itself up higher than from here to here. So the question is, could that continue some type of upward movement? So let's just say that all of a sudden it jumps back up, you know, and it comes right back down. Could it hold itself somewhere higher and continue, you know, and let's just say it jumps back up and holds itself higher and continue that upward movement from the initial start, and turning all of these higher levels, staircases, into the effect of bouncing upwards every single time? That's my question to every single investor on this one. For those of you that know the over-the-counter markets better than me, I'm just doing the analysis to share with you guys what I'm seeing in the charts. I really don't follow over-the-counter stocks. I'm doing this for the viewers. So I hope you guys appreciate it and find value in it. But if you guys can comment down below how you feel about this. The first thing I'm just seeing is, you know, from here to here, there's a pretty big jump, even though I know that we want to think about, you know, all of this that happened. Could that happen again? It is a possibility, but something that I would look at as a healthy move, which it's right now showing some healthy signs of strength, is for it to continue consolidating, jump up, consolidate somewhere higher. And yes, this was the start in January, and throughout all this volatility, ups and downs, it's going upwards, and that is right there strength and signs of a healthy move. But right now this is really moving sideways, but it is picked up some traction here from the 0.009 point to 0.0015. So let's see here what's important. So as I stated in the previous video, our supports haven't really changed by much. It's right here at this point, and that's 0.0014, and if that gets broken through, the next point would be down here at 0.0012. So keep that in mind. As long as we stay above 0.0012, there is some strength, but before letting it go that far down, you definitely want to look at 0.0014 and how close it gets into 0.0013, and does it bounce back up like we saw here. It kind of dipped and bounced back up, and we're going to see the high that it reached today, and then also how it leveled off. So we're sitting at 0.0015. The 50-day moving average is 0.001565. You definitely want to write that down and keep it in mind. Now, The highest point that it reached today was 0.0017. That definitely needs to be broken through to build up some momentum and reach newer highs and pull out of bearish territory, because we're in tug of war zone here. And the next point of reference after 0.0017 is up here, which was touched multiple times, multiple days last week, and that's 0.0019, so that this can continue to pull up and then try to reach up here at 0.0021 and then break out into 0.0025. I would just round that up to 25 because it's showing 2499, and if it can break through that, I mean, then we can start looking at the previous history of how this stock reacted. But most importantly, instead of it just running up, it would be very healthy for it to consolidate and then build itself up off of that, show some strength, and it can continue that move as I drew earlier in the upward direction and do that staircase effect. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on this one, how you guys feel about the price action, how it's doing. Do you think this consolidation is healthy, showing some strength? And do you want more movement? Or how do you feel about this? Is this giving you an opportunity to buy more shares? You know, I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts down below and where you guys think this is going. So comment down below how far up you think this can go, and do you think it can break through these highs here of 0.0065? As always, guys, if you found this helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end, because I do have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to have it on your watch list. Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, share it with a friend if you find it helpful and informative, and to stay tuned towards the end of this video because we have another ticker symbol to talk about, and a lot of analysis ratings are looking pretty good, and articles are even stating that it's going to be the stock of the decade. So if you don't have the stock of the decade on your watch list, you definitely want to stay tuned on in for that information, and I hope you guys find it helpful and informative and interesting. That ticker symbol is going to be pretty revolutionizing in its sector and so forth. But let's talk more about what we want to look at here. So what is the stock here that has so much potential? It's a penny stock, and it is stock AYRO, Arrow, okay, Arrow stock. Now, who are they? Well, they are trying to be a zero emissions company to do the future of delivery, which is, you could see these small little trucks here. You can see them in the background. They're trying to be more in like the golf courses, like the hospitality, and then also doing like little food trucks and stuff like that, shaping the whole entire industry of delivering small packages or anything like that locally, probably is what I'm trying to see here. That's what they're really focusing on and trying to do a zero carbon footprint initiative, right? That's their true goal. You can kind of see the golf course here kind of style, and then you can kind of see in the background it looks like a campus. So when we go down here, they're looking to be in campuses, hotels and resorts, food and beverage retail, and probably even the government, and that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. So if they go ahead and get into this initiative and jump on the boat with what their goal is, which we're going to look at an article right now, they're already incorporating themselves into the government, and it's going to change the way things are delivered and done. And this Arrow company right here, this little cart right here, reminds me of Solo. Remember Solo? You can imagine that Solo probably has more power than this one and so forth, but this company here is working their way to making vehicles that last a little bit longer, because right now a lot of their vehicles go up to like probably 50 miles and up to probably 100, like you could see here, that they're trying to be in the 100 top cities. So this is going to be something where people can even rent these and drive around, have fun. I don't know. It's almost like being in a golf court or a go-kart around the city, right? That's what they're trying to do. Now, I don't know how much miles this one can do. The Solo, I don't know if you guys have heard about it before. It could do a little bit more, and it has a little bit of power. But, I mean, this company here is really taking a shot and trying to be in the EV sector. And this is the EV penny stock right now that has so much potential. Obviously, you're placing a bet on it because it still has a lot of room to grow or do a lot to prove itself. but what it's trying to do so far is pretty interesting. And let's look at institutional ownership. So institutional ownership is pretty interesting, but before we look at that, I want you guys to see here how the common stocks are being awarded to insiders, right? You can see here, these are directors and so forth. They're all receiving awards right now. You can see how many shares they change by, how many are remaining. Very interesting that they're all being awarded since the middle of last year and throughout the past as well. But since the middle of last year all the way till now, you could see a lot of these awards going on in October, December, and then right now in February, a lot of them have been awarded. So they're being granted shares. They're being paid by shares. So there's some reason behind this. It's to motivate those directors, those workers, to keep on pushing forward, grow the company, and also be rewarded through shares. That's the whole point of that, right? It's going ahead and doing that. So let's go ahead and look at institutional ownership. So there's some big players here that own big amounts, but from even the past, all the way back in 2012, 15, 16, 18, 19, and 2021, there's a few that have loaded up, and you can see here the 2021 have loaded up the most. And you can see here in February, it's where it's happened. 1 million, 1 million, 3 million. Very interesting. So we have Vanguard, Morgan and Stanley here. We have even BlackRock, all in this recent buying and holding positions. So a lot of new buying positions have happened. Some have closed out. You could see that, but there's a lot more green, right? And you can even see here almost 2 million going on. You could see Vanguard on the 12th of February, they loaded up right there, almost 300,000 shares. Let's just say it. And they could go ahead and load up more and reach or surpass 300,000. And you could see others here loading up their positions as well. All these last several months, from like January till now in February. And you could see BlackRock here owning 250. They could probably break through the 300,000 as well. And when we come up here, you can see that Vanguard owns other positions as well in other indexes. And I really like Morgan and Stanley being here and surpassing Vanguard's and BlackRock's position, because they're a lot more conservative and they're being pretty bullish right now. So pretty interesting to me. Obviously, it's not large amounts, but there's institutional investors taking a shot at it. So that says a lot about the company. Definitely go check out the website, ayro.com. Will take you right to it, or you can just look at arrow.com, or website on Google, and it should pop up, give you so much more information about the insight, the outlook of the company, and what they're trying to do. And I mean, I could see people even purchasing these little guys here that we were looking at that looked like the Solo car for, just driving around the city close by and not really doing a lot of emissions or going really far. And it's a small charging amount of capability to get that full charge, probably, since it's such a small cart, and it'll probably drive you a few distances here and there. And we'll have to see the top speed as well, if it could be on the roads. But like I said, this is so game changing. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on it. And let's look here at the chart. So the chart started to pick up some steam here back in October, and it ran up to $11, came back down to $5, ran back up to 11. So 11 seems to be, a rejection point. If it could break through that, we could see this break out to newer highs. And it pulled right back down to almost $4, and it's running back up to 7. This stock here is showing some consolidation, though, from these lows down here of $2 and even down here again $2. So far, there is some strength of not retouching these lows and showing itself some strength at the $4 range. If it can stay above $4, I think this stock has potential, and if it can even hold up above 5, even better. And it could finally break through 11 if catalyst and potential continues to push this upwards. I mean, that's going to be a good sign. Now, earnings in the past, when you look at it, I can't pick it up here. It's not letting me. Let's see what's going on. There we go. Earnings in the past has been a little bit negative, and we could see over here as well, negative. And then right here, let's see what their estimate is. It's 0.10. If they can beat it, that might be a good sign for the company. If they do worse, it could probably pull down the stock a little bit. So earnings is coming up soon. So there's no better time than now to have this on your watch list, to look out for opportunities. Obviously, institutional ownership is not so bullish. You could see that they're not having that much above the millions, especially big banks. But when you look at other institutional investors, they're taking a bet on it above $1 million, and you can see it right here by these other institutional investors. This one right here is owning up to 4 million. I mean, I could see so much going on for the future of this company. You know, early on, it's going to have its hiccups. It's small. It needs to prove itself. People need to adapt to it and like it and want it and realize it's worth it, and it's going to change the industries that they're trying to go ahead and get into, and it's just going to make everything so much more different. And you can literally see here like a janitor working. I mean, I can definitely see a janitor driving one of these around instead of being gas, zero emissions, all electric, EV completely. And I mean, with the way things are changing, every little detail of zero emissions with the zero carbon footprint is going to make a big difference in the world and in the communities and just in this sector of the EV sector. I look forward to seeing what you guys really think about it. Comment down below how you feel about it. Have you done some research on it? Did you know about it before seeing this video?